Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn here with our 3x3 playthrough, and it is the start of cycle 17, which means we need to put a house in. Priorities. House. Boop. Boop. There we go. We have another house in. Awesome. We are building things. We are doing things. We are getting some stuff done. We are building down here, and as you can see, let me up the priority of this because I need this built. We've run out of gears, so I can't build any windmills because I destroyed the place down. And yeah, it just stupid. So I'm going to put a power wheel in here just so we can get some gears going, which will allow us to build the paper mill and the last windmills to get the power grid going, which will then power the gear workshop. And yeah. Okay. There are a few other things that we have to look at and do things. First and foremost, the last episode. So many of you have commented on the last episode. Thank you so much. So much for all them comments. Fantastic ideas and suggestions, and a couple of things that are kind of go against what we were doing in this playthrough, but I've been thinking about it a lot. Even after I've replied to them. Yeah. A lot of you suggested building some houses here to get the power up to this top of the mountain so we can put gravity batteries on the edge of it. And yes, yep, I get where you're coming from. I understand that. That's not what we're doing with buildings. The houses are going here. They're all going in here. There will be one house over in this district, and there might be a house over here, although I don't think so. There may be just to get some power, get some things built here, because this can reach pretty far now though, so probably not. Let's see here, hold on. Yeah, we can reach all the way to it, so probably not. Probably this district will cover that. So we'll have probably a house over here, and the idea of the house over here, all it's going to do is just be temporary till we build this. So it's going to be an addition, and then once this dam is built, we're going to abandon this and move back. Although we're not, because we're actually going to have people in the underground mine, now I think about it, and we have to have people here because this doesn't reach. This district here doesn't reach up to here. Still don't know what to name this district. Let me know what you think we should name our district, our main. What should we name this colony? Should we just call it the 3x3 district? I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, that doesn't reach up to these here. It also doesn't reach up to this water here to put in any pumps. A lot of people said it should move the pumps up here, which would work if I had that. Or we could, again, split the districts. We could have this one doing all the pumping the water and get the water out. But the whole idea is to flood this channel all the way up to this level here. So it'll be flooded all the way up to here. So we can have the pumps run along here. As you see, I built these. They're not going to get built because they're low priority, but all the way along here, we're going to have pumps basically on the edge, all the way along. And that's going to be pumping water for us. And the water is going to be stored on top of these, because it was also suggested I should double the warehousing, because we've got access up here. These are going to be water up here, and the centre one's going to be some form of monument or something. I don't know what, something there. However, it is a good idea to get more food, because yes, we've got 1,500 carrots, which is nice. Our carrots are always full, which is great. We're getting to the point of where we're getting to a point where we may start consuming more food than we're using, and the problem with that is that I can add another field in and get another field going, which I probably will do. I also noticed I built loads of these here. I just wanted to get some beavers we had loads of unemployed beavers. I just wanted to get them doing stuff. But that's just a temporary build there. But we could, if we don't produce more food than we're using, or we don't produce the same food that we're using, obviously our reserves will start going down. So I have to build another farm. And by the time the other farm is up and running, we could have used all our food up and everyone dies. And it all goes wrong. So having more storage means you've got a bigger buffer. And that makes sense. And I completely agree with that. So I think we probably will do that. I'm thinking of doing, like, maybe we'll go 1, 2, 3. Like 3 rows of houses. And then another load of food with water on top. And then 1, 2, 3, another load of food. And 1, 2, 3, another load of food. So on and so forth. Does mean we've got to plan out where this channel comes in here. We need to figure this out. We need to make a decision on this here. So I'm going to ask you. What do you, should I go with just the 2 and then put food here and then just basically copy what this would be, which would be 24 houses with food, and there'll be water on top. Once we get the metal, there'll be big water storage on top, and then just repeat it here and then repeat it again and then repeat it again. Do that and then expand the food as we go, because the food idea, let me just iterate over this one. First and foremost, let me, yep, I thought so. Oop, drop down those trees, thank you. We're going to run a channel from here along into these fields, and then it's going to have a path down here on this path here, which is why we doubled the path up down here to come out, and it's going to have a path here to come out, either side of the town centre. So that the 2 water channels will keep all of this wet, all of this wet, all of this wet, and this wet, but this is where our industry is going, so it's not important. But that does mean we could get more fields doing things. So we could do a wheat field, we can do a sunflower field, we'd have more fields up here. We can do more fields up here as well, because obviously the district reaches way further now. So we can do more up here. When we bow this down one, this will go a little bit further, so we might be able to get some more field farms in here, either side, like aquatic farms, and we have the option to do that. I would really like to run the path here through. That'd be the best place to do it, because then it's under this path here, and then it floods these fields and this field and this field. We have 3 underwater fields, and then stuff goes down. That's the idea. That's what I'd like to do. But that's a little way off yet. We need to get this built and running, and it's just taking time because gears were a pain. But we should be okay for that. We also really need to get some more wood going, because that's a bit of a problem. And unfortunately, I can't really get any wood going anywhere, because I mean, there's some wood up here we could possibly grab, but I'm kind of waiting on the wood here to do its thing, because we've sent so much wood over here, which is what we need, because we need to build this dam. So how about we do that? How about we build this here, and we start getting the dam, doing the thing. There we go. I don't need a forester here. I don't know why I've got a forest here. Don't need one. The trees are planted. We could chop down the trees if we want to, but I think we'll chop down these trees here. Right, so, yeah. And we are importing into here 100 carrots, some explosives, planks of water. We'll stop the explosives. We only need 20. In fact, we're not going to use the explosives now. We're going up and around, so we don't even need those explosives. But it's nice to have in case we want to. So, yeah, let's put a house over here. This is going to be an extra house. It's just going to be literally just. It's not even a. You know, it's a house. It's not an anything house, if that makes sense. It's not one of the main houses on our grid. On this, it's not one of the main houses. I will remove this one. Maybe this might just be an additional one. So whenever I look at how many houses we have, I've got to click on this district here and count this here. So yeah, we've got 153 beds. Is that correct? Is that correct? 17 times 9. 17 times 9 is 153. Correct. Awesome. Okay. Okay. So let's move. How many beavers do we want over here? I'm gonna pause the forester. We don't need forester. I also don't really need the tapestry trap running. It's full, so I don't need that. Realistically, I just need 4 beavers to come over here, and they're just gonna be workers, and they're gonna work on this. And that's what they do, day in, day out. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay. So let's go here. Let's unpause this migration. And District 4, we want to have a minimum of 4 adult beavers. Okay. Now, they will breed. That's fine. That's fine. We've got enough space for 9 people. That's fine. They can breed. That doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't even need to put a triple lodge in here. We could put. I don't need to put a house over here. They can live in the rough if I really wanted to. We could put the mini lodges in to cover it as well. let's just go with that. Let's just go with that and be done with it. Okay. So someone else was suggested as well, who was it? Luke Robson mentioned I should destroy this and do it down, I did. This is my second time of recording this because Windows has a wonderful habit of updating, and whenever it updates, it disables my microphone. It like changes the default microphone, so I record an episode and then go to edit it, and it's like, oh, there's none of me talking, which is probably a good thing, but anyway, we don't need this here. We don't need this here anymore. It can go. You are too far away from the district, so let's demolish all of you. Yes. All of you. Yes. And all of you. Yes. There we go. And then I'm going to change all of this to be priority of because there's no reason for this to be here anymore. We might as well use this whole bottom piece as a reservoir for the pumps to pump in. Yes, we've got water coming in and they will very soon be flooding into here again, so that'd be cool. But yeah, so that makes sense. So thank you for that suggestion, and many other people have suggested things. There was another suggestion. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it in the which I got confused. Hofmeister. You mentioned I should put in a what are they called? A floodgate. I should put a floodgate in here. That way, not to stop this flooding over, because the flooding over isn't really a problem. It's a tiny amount and it just pulls down into here and it's not an issue whatsoever. We're not bothered with that. If it becomes an issue, we can do that. But we could put a floodgate in here so that when this down here starts running out of water, we can open the floodgate and more can pour down. And that does make sense, because the level we're at here is, as you can see, one up, down. Actually, it's the same level as this one here. It's exactly the same level as this one here. So once we built this dam all the way up, blah, 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 the water will actually flood into here. Have I just realised that? Have I just... Mind you, that's that. Hang on. Let's have I messed this up? Have I messed this up? I might mess this up. There's no way to know what height it's at. I really wish there was a height thing, but there isn't. Okay, so this is all level. 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 It goes up one level here. It goes up another level here, and then it comes down 2 levels here. So this is the same height as this. So no, it won't. When we fill this up all the way to the brim, it will fill up to there, that level there. Okay, so it won't flood into there, hopefully. So adding a why do I keep forgetting floodgate? Brain. Adding a floodgate here makes sense, because then we can open up this top reservoir and we can use the water that's in here to top off this reservoir. Makes sense. Makes sense now as well, because obviously we can flood in here and just top off the stuff over here should we need to. I think we'll be better now. This is a deeper reservoir. This is much bigger reservoir we got now, so it should be better. We could also change up this. This does not need to be this low. We could technically make this one higher now, although it would have to be a dam in the bottom, because if we made it a levee, it would flood over here, and that would be okay. So here's another question: can we reach here with our district now? I think we should be able to. Yes, we can. Excellent. We can just about reach. Awesome. Awesome, that's so good. That means we can build this here. I don't think I want to do that yet, though. I think it can flood down. So all of these are just pumping off of a single level. No, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. When in doubt, right. Remove, and put in a dam here because we can't afford it to flood over the top of this. So, okay. And also make that a high priority because we want to store the water now before we run out. So okay, that's all the things that are going and all the things that are doing, and yeah, we're good. Okay, so we're doing this here, we're doing it there. Also mentioned just remove this and put in some more hauling posts. I put them down here. They are temporary, they won't be there all the time, so yeah. But basically I need to wait for industry to be built, and I didn't have the resources to do it because I messed up. Basically I messed up on the resources. I didn't forward plan enough to have enough enough on stock, enough gears, enough planks, enough bits and pieces on stock. I didn't really plan to build something this big, but that's okay. That's okay. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Let's blow some things up. Nice. And I don't want to blow these up yet because I want you to get up here to do these. So I'll let you do them first. Okay, so let's just continue building some things, and I'm basically just going to fast forward through cycle 17 more than likely because it's going to take a while to get things, especially with this only running at like 42% power. Could put another power plant in the back behind it to get it to run at like 90% power, but 84% power, whatever it is. But I do have these set to the priority. So they will be getting their gears first. It's just going to take a while to do. Yeah. Okay. We shall be right back. Okay. We are in business. The large room here has been built. I changed priorities to get it built. The paper mill is built. The gear workshop is built, which means it's now running at 100% speed, which is excellent because then that means these are going to get built, which will connect it up, which means we can shut that down. Everything will be wonderful and awesome and fantastic and yay. Yeah. However, I am also a complete idiot. There's one dam here, and we need 4 because we know the flow is 4 dams. So I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm going to leave it for the minute and see what happens. See how it goes. However, there is another problem here. And this has surprised the absolute life out of me. We're flooded. We're actually flooded here. So, yeah. That was surprising, to say the least. So I'm going to destroy that. And then I'm going to put it up to high priority so we can nab the logs there. Not that we can nab the logs. You might be able to nab the logs. Yeah, you might be able to nab logs. That's okay. This dam is going well. We're already 3.5 rows in of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so we'll let that do that, and then that will come out there, and then that will come out there, and then this can dry out, and yeah, okay. Somebody did suggest that I did that. I was going to. I genuinely was going to, and forgot. I was like, oh, okay. But there we go. Okay, so that can be there, and that's fine because that the water will still stop because the dams here will hold water back. It won't pour out. It'll only just, it's got an extra escape, so I don't need to put another dam there. I can just leave that like it is. That's fine. Okay. I do hope they will come and pick this up. They should come and pick this up because it's a higher priority, so they should do that. But we'll see. This is the one that I'm a little bit more concerned about. It's doing okay right now. It doesn't seem to be overfilling at all. It stayed at this level for a while, so yeah. I wonder if it's because I'm pumping out. Also, we've added nope. Add another pump, which has just become flooded, and all these pumps just become flooded. Yeah, okay, that's happy. Yeah. Because I wanted a nice even number. I wanted 20 pumps. That's fine. Okay. Problems, issues. Yeah. That was probably to be expected. If I'm honest with you, I really should have. I knew that was going to happen. I don't want to destroy anything more here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to destroy stuff down here. But if I do that, I then can't put any dams in because no one can reach down here. Although, what I could do is put a dam here. Because they can reach that. They can't reach that, so we can put a dam here. Destroy these two. Or one of these. And then the dam would let some water out. Although that's still only one exit and not 4 exits. So, might have to just remove this and be done with it. I should have put a floodgate here. That's what I should have done. And then, like now, we could put the floodgate up and store more water. Let's do that. That was really stupid of me. Why did I not? Right, let's unlock what we're going to need here. We've got the science for it. I'm not fussed about it. Double. We'll unlock the double floodgate. Yep. Boom. And I'm going to put it... I'll put it in there. Where am I going to put it in there? No, we'll put it behind. Put it behind it. Off. That will still block it because the way corners work and stuff. So that's fine. What are you? Really? Really? You can pick up logs from... Beavers have got some really strong arms. I'm impressed. They're picking up logs from there, from the top. Look at that. Look, they must have really long arms. Or maybe rope. We just don't see. I don't know. Okay, but destroying that should let the water now go through and level out because... yeah, oops. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. These are full. That's okay. I don't really want to... I do want to build more up here, but I need metal to do it. How much metal we got? 53 metal. How much are these? These are 30 metal. We could build one and a little bit. And I want to save some of the metal because I want to build... these. I suppose we should get a metal workshop going, should we? We don't have a scrap. What do we need to build? That requires 200 treated planks, 300 gears, and 250 logs. Yeah, we're gonna wait. Okay. We're out of explosives. That's fine. We've got 20 explosives over here. They're not being used. That's fine. This is going to take a while to build. This is flooded over down here. So yeah. So there's a temporary stop in our system. But it is temporary. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll build this. And then we can adjust this height. So we can make it like 0.5 is a dam. Although a dam is a bit more than 0.5. It's like 0.75 for a dam. But that would be completely open. That would be a dam. That would be blocked at the lowest level. And that would cause flooding. But we can always change this height to be 1, like now when this happens, so that as the water comes in, it just gets blocked up and it tops up the reservoir. And then we can lower it down again, like that. So we can open it when it's flooding. So, yeah, I think I'll open it. Actually, right now it's downtime, so I think I'll close it. And what I'll do is I'll forget it will close, it will start flooding again, I'll be like, oh no, and then I have to open it. And that's going to repeat itself for the whole long time. Okay, but we are making things and doing stuff. Making more paper because we need paper for the windmills. That's cool. You're going to get built before that one. That's fine. You want to be a slightly higher priority as well. And then we'll turn these on and then we'll get going and everything will be fantastic. But that's going to be another cycle because it's taken a while to build because we just don't have the resources because I've messed up wood. Might just chop down the chestnut trees. Get us an oomph of wood, get this going, and then yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna chop down the chestnut trees. Okay, boom. Get on with it. Chop down the chestnut trees. Go. I wish you could prioritize the lumberjacks and say, hey, would you prioritize maple? So if there's maple, chop down that first, and away you go. What I might actually do here is I might change this to be maples as well, and then move the chestnut tree somewhere else. Like up here or something. I don't know yet. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do yet. But we'll yeah. We just need wood. We need the wood. We'll chop down this here. We'll get the wood going here. I also is this all set? Yeah. Let's get a couple of lumberjacks in here. chop down all these trees because we want to chop down all these trees. Because it's going to make sense. Yeah. I'll do that later. Chop down trees and then you'll have more wood. Because I don't know if you've got enough wood to build this. But we will see. We will see. I could also build another hauler's post here, couldn't I? Not hauler post, another building lodge. So as you get more people, which you currently have one unemployed person, we could do that. I don't think that would be a terrible idea. So let's do that. Let's put another builder's place in here. I'm not sure how many beavers can cut. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. We'll come back next episode and we'll see. Putting another builder's place in would be nice, but I don't know if they can get to here to do it. As in, I think only one person can deal with a thing at a time. Like they send some people out, and only so many can send at a time. So I don't know whether having more builders would actually help speed this up or whatnot. I mean, there's only one way to find out. Actually, there is only one way to find out. Let's do that. Let's make it a slightly higher priority others and lower the workplace. So I want them to come into this one. With the lumberjack flag, I want you to do that before you go into that. So, okay, we'll leave this one here. We shall come back next time, and we'll start cycle 18. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.